You don't have to tell your partner every detail of the childhood sexual abuse in order to have a conversation about how you are shutting down and have certain sexual needs in this season of your healing. My name is Betsy Perez, and I help other survivors of childhood sexual abuse be able to communicate their sexual needs and desires within that healthy, safe relationship that they're in right now without having to retell the story, even if they have shut down in the past. Right now, you are frustrated with the fact that he is continues to do that thing that shuts you down, and you're also frustrated and resentful because you feel like you can't say anything or that he just doesn't notice. Now, that black and white thinking that many of us have had is either I tell him everything that happened or I say nothing at all and I just hope to God that he will just stop doing the damn thing, or I have one blowout screaming match or session, or hopefully one day I would be able to kind of birth the no out of my mouth while we're having sex and then it'll stop. Usually it doesn't happen that way. Usually we have to either continue to endure, or we prepare ourselves for the conversation. So this is where I want to give you a tip that you can take that I have used in the past in my relationships when I have felt that I don't want to talk about the particular act in the season of my healing, when sex becomes difficult and I find myself struggling with expressing my sexual needs. So, the tip is stay away from the story and just keep it to the act. So, if you take a moment, take a couple of minutes, when you feel comfortable, when you feel safe, when you're quiet, when you're alone, be able to go back to that moment, to that last sexual encounter where you shut down or he did that thing again, or he asked you to do that thing again. And what was that? And be able to list those acts, maybe not just in that particular moment, but throughout the history of your throughout you and your partner's sexual history. Be able to account for that. And then also counterbalance that with the things that you do love, the things that you love that he does, and the things that you love that you both do. And be able to then find a moment, set a date to share that with him. So he may, chances are, ask you, is everything okay, and ask why. And these are two options that I want to offer you. So you can say, if you haven't said anything to him or he doesn't have any reference point of your sexual history, is in this season I'm not enjoying the way I'm not enjoying these things the way that I used to. And I'd like to do more of X, right? And here's your list of the things that you'd like to do more of X. Or you can tell him if he has had some point of reference for the sexual abuse, you may have mentioned it, that you have some trauma from childhood. You can just say, that right now these things are bringing up stuff from my childhood and I'd like to do more of whatever. And he probably will also ask, would you like to talk more about it? And you can either say, yes, I'd like to talk more about it, or no, thank you for asking, and I may feel more comfortable a little bit later. So it allows you to just, when we focus on the acts and stay away from the story, it gives us a little bit more perspective. It gives a little bit more space, and it becomes a little bit more objective as well. And it keeps us in adulthood and anchored in adulthood without having to get too sucked into the past. If we are not, if we don't feel safe enough for ourselves to care for what comes after a lot of the emotional and somatic fallout of going through the details of the story. So if this helped you, please let me know in the comments. And if you are right now wanting support and coaching around how you can improve your sexual communication and have the conversation with your partner, there is a link in my bio to see if we would be a good fit for my program. I hope that you are well, and I will see you soon in the next video.